Hey, good morning, everybody. A very happy Thursday to you. So already starting off a bit on the active side, I guess you can say at the ground level or below the ground level, whatever you want to say, simply because across much of that northeast pocket of the state, southwest Wyoming, they felt a little earthquake, a little shaky. It was a 4.7. It happened at around 7:45 early this morning. No real structural damage reports as of now, but we have been getting a lot of comments on our Weather Authority page on Facebook telling us that they have felt it, and yeah, nothing really beyond that. There's a small chance that something bigger could happen. There's even just a small chance there. We're not talking much of anything, but whenever you deal with something like this, there could be small aftershocks as well. But here is the location of it, and considered to be a moderate earthquake. And considering where we're at, along the Wasatch Fault and the Basin and Range Province, that tectonic tension sometimes stresses it out and it shakes. It's wild. Yeah, that's what happened this morning. Did you guys feel it? Go ahead and put it in my. If you did feel it and you want to tell me where you're at, that would be helpful. That'd be pretty cool as well. All right. Let's do a little bit closer to home, above ground level. Natural History Museum camera showing us that haze still, cloud cover hanging low. It's going to look a lot like yesterday did. Mostly sunny skies, a little bit of that haze, but as we head into the afternoon hours, we're going to start to pick up that cloud cover, and that's all in anticipation for a rather large storm system that will be impacting 75% of the country. Several states will be under that. I think it's up to about 30 states at this point that will be impacted by that system. Here at home, bare minimum. We'll maybe get a few flakes across the northern mountains, maybe a passing shower, but overall, not much will be impacting northern Utah. A lot of that is going to stay across southern Utah. Taking a look at what we got going on, just a line of moisture tracking throughout the southeast. We're not really expecting to see impacts from that storm system until about tomorrow. So Amanda said she did feel that earthquake, Salt Lake City off of 3200 West and 1300 South. Wow. It's pretty far south to feel that. I didn't feel it. It's crazy. One of our coworkers who came in this morning, who lives in West Valley, said he felt it. All right, here's our bullet points, what to expect. That haze is still going to linger today. We're going to be in the mid to upper 40s, which is well above average. The big weekend storm, that's going to start to impact us by tomorrow afternoon across southern Utah. We are expecting to see some light to moderate snow accumulation. That rain snow line is going to end at around 6,000 to 7,000. Below that, expect some rain. And then after the storm system moves through, high pressure will rebuild. So it's going to be impacting us a little bit. So southern Grand and northern San Juan, you will be under that winter weather advisory. Everywhere else, looking pretty good. But as we can see on our national alerts, I could take my face off for a minute. Here's what the rest of the country is going under. So areas in that pink throughout Texas and then into Louisiana. And I think, I can't really tell what the where it's at. Okay, Arkansas. So that's like, okay, yeah, Oklahoma. That's where it's at. Louisiana's not under that. I was trying to see where that ended. And then we have that darker blue is going to be an extreme cold warning. And then areas in the Great, I was going to say Great Salt Lake, no, in the Finger Lakes, if you will, the Great Lakes. That's a heavy freezing spray warning. That's pretty crazy. We also, on this map, there's a lake effect snow warning. There's an extreme cold watch, dense fog advisory, freezing fog advisory. So we got the works. It's pretty crazy and like rather unfortunate that this is a storm that we desperately need, and it's just going to scoot. It's just going to scoot to the east of us, not impacting us much at all. But that winter weather advisory will go into effect 5 a.m. Friday. I think that's a little bit early for this. We're really not expecting to see much until like late morning, early afternoon. But it's going to go 5 a.m. Friday, 5 a.m. Sunday, mainly impacting the San Juan Mountains. Once again, snow line above 6,000. Expect up to a foot, maybe even higher locally, but other than that, not much. Our chance of precipitation for the city will come Friday night into Saturday, basically, and that doesn't look like much at all. So what this system is, it's a really nasty closed low. It's not, I mean, it's a well-defined low. It's nasty because of its impact. But take a look off to the northeast of us in Canada. Look at that frigid air. So we have a couple of different things going on. That cold air is going to be mixing with this warm, moist air that's going to be coming in from the Gulf off the Baja Peninsula. So that closed low is pretty much going to hold its shape, and that's what's going to be fueling all of that cold air to eventually become a nor'easter, and it's going to cause ice storms, blizzard conditions, squall. There was a squall warning. So everything pretty much east of Colorado, even Colorado and New Mexico will be getting some snow and maybe even potentially ice. But the major impacts are going to be for Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and then northeast of that, well into the Carolinas, West Virginia, all of that, just going into it. Reports are kind of, I don't know if you remember in 2021, there was a big ice storm that took out power across the state of Texas. It was devastating. I remember videos of pipes bursting and things like that. They're kind of equating it to that. So it doesn't look good. And Jim Cantori is in North Carolina. So you know it's not good when Jim Cantori is in your area. So let's take a look at, this is tracked for tomorrow. Sorry, everybody, for yesterday, but we can start off today.
Darian DeBull is at our cool school of the week, and she's about to send shockwaves through the school with a special award. Hi, Darian.
So it's going to be pretty cloudy for most south of Utah County throughout your late morning, early afternoon, and then by midday, we'll see that cloud cover increase even more. That low is going to track to the south of us, and we'll start to see that precip late morning, early afternoon Friday, continuing throughout your Saturday. and then clearing out pretty quickly by Sunday. Behind that, high pressure is going to build it. So let's take a look at some snow. So Brian Head, Fish Lake, Capitol Reef, Bryce picking up a little bit. Let me see. This is the snow graphic from this morning. So sorry, I got distracted. I'm reading a comment. Across northern, just a little bit there. Let me take me off again. So those heavier totals are definitely going to be near San Pete, Sevier, Paiute, Grand, San Juan. I'm surprised they haven't put anything up there. I wonder if they'll do a winter weather advisory for that area near Richmond. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't. But maybe they don't think the impacts are going to be significant for the amount of people that live in that area. That's kind of what they're based off of. It's really all, I don't want to say it's subjective, but they go off of impact, which makes a lot of sense. And I don't know exactly the population of that area. And then a little bit there for the Uintas. Let's take a look at rain. So this is the potential for rain.
Well, we're coming up on 9:52 on a Thursday morning.
Look at that. For northern Utah, that's nothing. It's so sad. 10th of an inch for Salt Lake, Vernal, Provo, 10th of an inch for Fillmore.
28 right now in Salt Lake. But by this afternoon, we'll climb into the mid-40s.
Quarter of an inch for Moab and Blanding, Cedar City.
You can see that on the regional forecast. Partly cloudy with valley haze still in.
I'll show you. I got a comment. Russell says, I'm thinking winter is coming, is just coming in late this year. I want to show, sorry, I want to show you. I put these graphics together for one of our shows yesterday, and I wasn't going to talk about them, but since Russell brought this up,
the storm is off the coast of California. It moves on shore tomorrow, makes its way to our south. It'll bring a chance of
so
relatively light valley rain, modest mountain snow in southern Utah. Maybe a little bit of accumulation.
This is how incredibly slow of a start our winter has been. So the column on the right, that's your averages. And then the 2025-26 season, that's what we've received so far. So this is taking data from October 1st of 2025 to January 20th, because I did include yesterday. But
now in St. George, it looks like it'll be partly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 57. Sunny this weekend.
So in November, we got a 10th of an inch. We're used to seeing 6 inches. December, nothing. 11 inches. January, so far, nothing. We're used to seeing 12. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we ended January with no snow, because I was looking 2 weeks out, and it doesn't look like there's any significant chance for any valley snow until the weekend of February 7th. That's long range models. That can definitely change, but it's wild, absolutely wild, that we are 30 inches below. But so the three things: well below average snow, above average rain, and above average temperatures. So it's all about those temps, right? If we had temperatures near freezing, chances are we would have gotten more snow. But because they've been so warm, the majority of our storm systems have been packing nothing but warm, moist air. And
2 minutes.
up until this point, we've received about 7 inches of rain. Normal, I believe, is 4.91. Mm. Really? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. What if I put the mic closer? Oh, Judy, I'm sorry. That makes me sad. I'll try to hold the mic like this. We changed to this mic because we wanted it to be more mono, but you can barely hear me. That's sad. I also don't want to talk too loud. That's disappointing. I'll talk to engineers about it. Thanks, Judy.
1 minute.
But here's a look at today's highs. Mid to upper 40s, Salt Lake, Provo, Delta, Price. Not too bad for that northeast corner. In the low 40s, low 50s for Richfield and Bullfrog. Mid to upper 40s for Blanding. Mid 50s for Kanab. Upper 50s for St. George. Low 50s for Milford and Cedar City. I can run through. I'm just going to run through these pretty quickly.
Way to do it. Good boy. Waste any time.
Still hanging on to that valley haze for northern Utah, but temperatures 40s pretty much across the board except for Alta. Eastern Utah today, really nice day. Just cloud cover increasing, upper 40s, Green River, Moab, mid to upper 40s for Price and Vernal.
They might not want to change.
Mid 40s, pretty much across the Wasatch Front. Low 40s for Chula and Ogden. Mid to upper 40s for Delta, Fillmore, Manti, Richfield. Southern Utah. Upper 50s for St. George and Kanab. Mid 40s for Bryce. Low 50s for Cedar City, Bullfrog. Mid to upper 40s for Blanding. Tonight's lows. It's going to get chilly, but there is a little bit of a chance for some areas across southwest Utah to get a little bit of rain, but I'm not. I just put that graphic up there to mix things up a little bit. I don't think much is going to happen. I've been nothing but disappointed. Across eastern Nevada, temps low 20s for Wendover and Elko. Upper 50s for Thursday, Friday, dipping down with that cold front that's coming in behind the low from the Pacific Northwest. So the low is coming from the southwest. Well, the closed low from the southwest. There's another upper level low coming from the Pacific Northwest. Saturday, Sunday, low 50s. Monday, Tuesday, rebounding nicely. So after the storm system moves through this weekend, once again, a big old goose egg of nothing. Low to mid 40s, Thursday, Friday. What this storm system is going to do, it's going to help out with your air quality at least a little bit. Upper 30s, Saturday, Sunday, mid to upper 40s, Monday, Tuesday. So the goal is that we get back to that good air quality. It won't be as hazy. We might slip back into it by mid to late next week, but the goal is that, yes, it'll help out a little bit. All right, everybody. Mon says, I feel like earthquake does scaring. It does. It does. 4.7 is not that bad.
With the earthquake.
Whenever you get above 6, that's when at least I would be like, whoa, that's strong. Grr.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna head out. Gotta go get ready for these shows. Any questions you have, let me know. Sorry about the audio. We're working on it. This is a work in progress. So, all right, everybody, be safe.
Partly cloudy, hazy, and the visibility is Salt Lake today, and then increasing